My dad, he was my hero. My dad, he was my everything, my constant. My dad was always there, my number one fan. My dad was the only thing that I had in my life that was consistent. He was there at every single thing that I ever did. I was one of them children that was involved in everything. I was in the band, in the orchestra, I was in leadership, I was in drama, I was in everything. And everything that I was in, my father was always there on the front row. I remember playing in the orchestra, sitting there playing the orchestra, and afterwards my dad would tell me that how good I sounded. See, he didn't hear nobody but me. That's how proud he was of me. My dad told me when I was 6 years old that I was going to be the president of the United States. And I believed him. So my dad, he was everything to me. And I can recall being a senior in high school, having my final concert of the year. And it was the culmination of everything. It was the culmination of everything that I had ever done in life. I played in the band and the orchestra. I played the cello and the bass and the upright bass and the percussions. I played everything. And so while I'm playing, I'm looking out in the audience and I don't see my dad. I'm like, where's my dad? And so I'm getting a little nervous. I'm getting a little concerned because my dad is always there. He's always sitting on the front row. And he wasn't there that night. And then I remember going to play in another band and I'm looking out the back door and I don't see my dad coming in. I'm like, I know he's going to come in at some point. This was the biggest concert and the last concert of my whole school life. And I looked out in the audience and my father was not there. And so I later found out when I came home that my father had met a woman a couple of weeks before, maybe a few months before, and he was with her. And she became his priority. And a couple of months later, he got married. So after a few months of knowing this woman, he got married to her. And a few months after that, I remember hearing those words he told me. He told me to leave and never come back. He kicked me out on the streets. The most devastating time in my life. My father, my hero. The person that told me I was going to be the president of the United States. The one person that I had constantly in my life. My father kicked me out on the streets. I slept in cars. I slept on couches. I slept in my 3-year-old cousin's race car bed. My father, the hero in my life, abandoned me. This new woman had replaced me as the love of his life. And you know, when you love somebody so much and the person that you respect the most in life, when you lose their love and when they abandon you, you just feel so lost.